Hi, this is Jack at Jack's Transmissions. Today we're going to talk about our 5.6 billet shift fork 6061 aluminum for the Focus RS ST 6-speed manual transmission. As we all know, the cast design is pretty weak. It breaks everywhere. The nylon pads they use that wrap around the synchro sleeve easily smears. It's very fragile. They break off. There's just a lot wrong with these. And now this latest revision from Ford was actually made worse by including bushings now into these forks as a cost savings thing instead of the nice linear ball bearings that they used to come with. So making a bad fork worse, awesome. So what we decided to do was make one from scratch. We're utilizing parts from other forks to reduce costs. If you notice, the cost of these forks is very reasonable considering this is an all billet assembly. So next thing is these ball bearings, these linear ball bearings that go in the shift rail, we found these. So we include these with all of our billet forks to give you the best feel possible from the assembly. And we also redesigned this entire area that makes contact with the synchro sleeve that gives you the best longevity and strength as well. The whole fork is designed with as much material as possible to clear various parts in the trans to give us as much strength as possible so nothing could possibly break with this. Let's take a closer look at them, and compare the OEM to our billet fork so you can see the difference. Let's go ahead and take a close look at the OEM first before showing off our billet fork. So with OEM, this is all cast right here. This is steel, but the cast area is incredibly weak. You have a weak point here where we've seen them snap off here. Obviously, these nylon pads don't live. They smear, get wiped out, and break off as well. And we've even seen the center area of this fork snap completely off as well. We've seen just about every failure you can imagine with these. They're pretty poorly made. And now, on the latest revision of these forks from Ford, they come with these bushings. They don't even come with ball bearings anymore. So the feel of this fork is not going to be as nice as it used to be either. So we decided to come out with our own design. So what we've done here is we've integrated some parts that we've already made in our machine to the new fork here to reduce costs. I mean, considering how complex this fork is, the price that we're selling them for is a real bargain. So first we'll start with this piece here. This is obviously steel, bolted to a centerpiece. And we make this piece for the first and second gear fork as well. So by utilizing the same part for multiple products, we reduced manufacturing costs. And now this centerpiece here obviously adapts this piece that we're reusing to the main body of the fork here. And we're using high quality hardware here. This stuff isn't going to break. It isn't going to shift or move. This is all precisely manufactured, so everything fits absolutely perfectly. And it's the same with these 3 bolts here. Everything's nice and sturdy. It's not going to move anywhere. And we found what are called linear ball bearings for the shift rails on these that fit our fork and the rails perfectly. And we include these updated nice ball bearings for a nice feel with all of our billet forks for the Ford Focus. So you get these nice upgraded bearings with the fork. You don't have to install them or anything. They're good to go as it sits, just like you see here. And last, look at the surface here for the synchro sleeve. It wraps all the way around and uses every bit of that surface on the sleeve. There's, not like with OEM, you look at it, you see we only have 3 points of contact. With ours, we're making contact all the way around. And we're utilizing a design that works. We've seen these designs actually live and not have very much smearing or wear, even in applications where units were run without oil. So this is a very, very simple but good design for the 5.6 fork that we're dealing with here, as it gives us the most contact all the way around and give us the most strength and reliability. So even though we have limited space here, we made everything as thick as we possibly can to support this with the 6061 aluminum all the way around to give you a very robust fork. I can't imagine anybody's going to be shifting so hard in the 5th or 6th to break this fork. It's going to be pretty hard to do. But anyway, just another Economically priced part. This is 100% designed and manufactured here in-house at Jack's Transmissions. So we always have these in stock. We have control over the inventory. Feel free to call anytime. On an added note, these hubs and sleeves, factory parts, we keep these in stock as well. Nobody can get these. We have them. If you need synchros, hubs and sleeves, anything for your Focus RS or ST, let us know. Thank you.